gentlemen, introducing these two warriors once again, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He is 27 years of age, stands 183 centimeters tall, and weighed in at 84.1 kilograms. He has a fight record of 15 wins with 5 losses. He represents Brazil. He is Bruno Silva. And standing across the octagon in the red corner, this fighter is 39 years of age. He stands 178 centimeters tall and weighed in at 84 kilograms. He has a fight record of 22 wins, 11 losses with 3 draws. He represents France. He is Moise Rimbon. Your referee in charge of the action is Blake Grimes.
And right to battle here. It'll be 3 5-minute rounds here for these very talented middleweights. Moise Rimbon taking on Bruno Silva. Blake Grimes will be your official. Bruno Silva is on an incredible run. An absolute insane streak that he's on. But Moise Rimbon, he is the tried and true veteran that has been there against all of these guys. He's seen these young up-and-comers. He has seen some of the best in the entire world in his career. Moise Rimbon is in the gray with the black trim. In the white, Bruno Silva. Rimbon is not going to back up from any challenge. He's been here before. He's been on some of the biggest levels. Granted, Phoenix FC, one of the biggest out there in the entire world. Just look at this crowd packed into this stadium. That being said, he is not going to back up 1 second. Bruno Silva has youth on his side and is on an incredible win streak right now. Can he keep it going against the veteran Rimbon? I believe this would be the biggest win of his career if he can get this W. See a bit of a height advantage, bit of a reach advantage going into the way of the Brazilian. Charging forward. Our third MMA bout, and this one is a cracker. Remember, folks, we still have 3 more after this. And a whole gang of Muay Thai, 6 Muay Thai fights on this card that is just blowing the world away here. You've seen the buzz. You've seen all the articles on the internet. Everybody's talking about Phoenix FC for a reason. Big left hand there, as you can see that reach by Bruno Silva really coming into play. Rimbon throwing a feint out there, trying to catch the young fighter off guard. Bruno Silva now into that southpaw stance. Watch out, here comes that takedown attempt. Can Rimbon complete it? It's going to be a tough order, but definitely not impossible if he can get it. But great technique, great takedown defense by Bruno Silva. And listen, there's always that and he's going to get it. He's got to hold that leg, trying to get the ankle pick, and he does. He does get the takedown, just when I thought Silva was going to stay on his feet. And now working. He's saying shot to the back of the head, inadvertent shot to the back of the head. Blake Grimes on top of it. Moise Rimbon unable to capitalize on that position because of the shot to the back of the head. And Bruno Silva, although he is definitely feeling the pain there, is kind of getting a get-out-of-jail-free card here, and he gets to get this thing back standing up. Of course, you know, the health of our fighters is paramount here at Phoenix FC, and we're going to make sure that he can continue, but it appears that Bruno Silva is going to be just fine. Training out of Evolução is Bruno Silva, and man, has to be one of the hottest prospects in the game today. When you talk about his division, you talk about the wins he's piling up, big-time TKOs. Bruno Silva is that guy. As we await the battle to rage on, I believe he has 5 minutes to continue, does Bruno Silva. And we're going to be right back to battle here. No surprise, Bruno Silva comes out of his corner. Just a warning to Moise Rimbon. Blake Grice, very good at spotting these fouls, but at the same time, keeping these guys active. Big combination by Moise Rimbon. Body shot to head kick. Bruno Silva looking to answer back, looking for those big haymakers, charging forward. Oh, Rimbon just making him miss like a matador. Beautiful sprawl by Moise Rimbon. Possibly looking for a choke here if he can execute. Silva's not going to give up anything easy. But a great sprawl, great takedown defense by Moise Rimbon, showing his grappling prowess. And it looks like that's how we're going to end the round here. Of course, remember there was a big break in the action, so we still have some time to go. And now big knees. He doesn't have that third point on the ground, so these are completely legal. And Moise Rimbon looking to really put some damage in on Bruno Silva. Going to work as the veteran fighter. Now Bruno Silva has to be feeling quite tired. He's going to go for a takedown of his own, but not giving up an inch is Moise Rimbon. Bruno Silva is definitely feeling it right now. You can tell the fatigue is setting in on the Brazilian fighter, but Rimbon continues to charge forward, and what a takedown. Incredible takedown by Moise Rimbon. Right back into the fence they go. And it looks like that's going to be it for round number one. Round one is up in a very, very interesting round. We saw the accidental shot to the back of the head, which slowed things up. But Moise Rimbon never stopped from the first bell until the end of the round. He was pouring it on, getting the takedowns, throwing the knees, really dominating the young Brazilian fighter. We could see this huge win streak for Bruno Silva coming to an end unless he could switch things around here. They call him Blindado. Bruno Silva, absolute beast, a specimen of a fighter. Moise Rimbon is in the driver's seat right now, continuing just a battle. What a fight. Round two can change everything. If Silva can come out here like a house of fire, throw some big strikes, and get to the veteran, things could change. You know, Moise Rimbon has had an up and down career. But when he is on, which it looks like he is right now, he is on. Round number two underway in this one as we continue to battle here at Phoenix FC. Go for the takedown. Grab a hold of that ankle, now has the back. Moise Rimbon trying to drag him down to the ground. Putting the pressure on Silva is Moise Rimbon. And Bruno Silva is going to end up on the mat once again. Moise Rimbon representing the UAE and Phuket top team. And wow, he is really showing us something in this one, showing that the old dog still has some new tricks. Has made a career out of taking out these young and up-and-coming fighters. And he is really going after Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva just in a world of hurt and just seems lost out there, doesn't know what to do in this situation, and he may get the back almost jumped to the back, did Moise Rimbon. He's got that ankle pick, and he is just throwing him around like a rag doll. Phoenix FC here from Beirut, Lebanon. Finally, this incredible event comes to fruition. We all see it live in living color as Moise Rimbon is dominating the Brazilian Bruno Silva. Where does he go from here? We saw big-time striking. Of course, right now, all the points are on the ground. Does he transition into a submission? Rimbon has had him on the grappling. I mean, no problem from the get-go. Blake Grice telling both fighters they have to work. They need to stay busy. Bruno Silva just has nowhere to go at this point, just trying to change things. Can he get a takedown of his own? Unable to clasp those hands. Now Rimbon showing off a little bit of striking, showing some hands here in Beirut. With ease, gets that takedown. Now he is in the guard of Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva doing a great job on the grappling defense. He's going to get his butterfly guard. Those big, long legs, if he could do anything with it. And just trying to get out of trouble right now, but Rimbon's not going to let him out. And now he's going to give up his back, and that is not a good place to be. And Rimbon possibly looking for a little ground and pound. Taking him into the swamp is Moise Rimbon. Where does he go from here? Can he transition? Can he take the back? Silva not quite giving up the back completely, not allowing any hooks to go in. But Rimbon has Silva's number thus far. Granted, this is a 3-round affair. Not going to be easy to do, and it looks like maybe an inadvertent low blow. We're going to have to take a look at that. And yeah, it looks like he may have ate a knee there, and inadvertent low blow, no foul, and I don't believe it's going to be any sort of penalty for Rimbon. But Rimbon, surprisingly enough, you look at the two of them, and it seems like Silva's just that much bigger and stronger. But Rimbon has just been using that skill and that grappling skill and just throwing him around like nobody's business. Silva getting time to reset, and this may have been a strategic move by the young Brazilian fighter to kind of take that time, reset, get his wits about him. Even if it wasn't much of a low blow, he's at least going to be able to kind of reset his body a little bit and try to finish off this round in a better style. And it looks like we're going to go right back to battle. Time back in. Blake Grice says we're going back to action, and here we go. Bruno Silva is starting to move forward. Can he land some big shots? If he can, Rimbon could be in trouble. Big kick doesn't quite land. Now looking to grapple with the grappler. That could be a problem. Oh, but he's got a hold of that arm. Moise Rimbon locked onto that arm, and he is bending it back. And he's going to drag him to the ground. That could be trouble. If he can get that arm back around the back of Bruno Silva, he will be able to finish this. Oh, and he's got some torque on it. Moise Rimbon, and he stops the fight. That's it. Blake Grice pulls him off, and that is it. Moise Rimbon taps him out. The old veteran with a big win here at Phoenix FC. And no more for Bruno Silva. That huge win streak is going to come to an end. Moise Rimbon bouncing back after that last loss that he had just 1 month ago. Right back to his winning ways, taking out Bruno Silva here at Phoenix. And he is in some serious pain, and Bruno Silva just dominated in this one. And I don't know how many people saw that coming. I think the betting man would probably go with the guy that's on a 10-fight win streak. But it was not to happen. Playing the spoiler tonight is Moise Rimbon, victorious, making a huge impression on the brass here at Phoenix FC. He's going to check on his downed opponent like a true martial artist. You know how important it is and how respectful this sport can be, and that's it. A true professional is Moise Rimbon. Nothing to be ashamed of. He gave everything he had to Bruno Silva. Just maybe not quite the game plan that he needed. Trying to grapple with a guy like Moise Rimbon was just not the thing to do. Rimbon had him at every corner when it came to the wrestling and when it came to the submissions. The crowd delighted here in Beirut, Lebanon, as this has been a star-studded, incredible event thus far. Both fighters going to make their way as they thank each other's corner to the middle of the ring as we look to get our official announcement, our official decision from the one and only Grant Waterman. And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 39 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by submission to Kimura. From France, Moise Rimbon.
The France-born fighter Moise Rimbon pulls off another victory in his long, illustrious career. And there we go. Another winner in the books here, another record in the books here for Phoenix FC as we get ready for our Muay Thai action. 3 more MMA bouts to come in this incredible mixed sport event that is lighting the world on fire. We'll be back to Beirut, Lebanon with more from Phoenix FC.